Who is stronger, Godaku or Gotenks?
Well, when Gotenks fought Super Buu, he was definitely weaker cause the fusion from Otherworld lasted only 30 minutes compared to the angels and gods theirs last 2 hours.
And again, as most know, Goten and Trunks could only go Super Saiyan 3 in fusion, but it drained them extremely as Super Buu, who was even stronger than Vegito.
Despite the 10 years plus gap between the Majin Buu Saga and Dragon Ball Magic XR series, GT Goku Super Saiyan 1 was stronger than his own Super Saiyan 3 when Goku fought Kid Buu, who was undeniably street. Wronger than Gotenks, but weaker than he absorbs Gohan.
About time the Dragon Ball Magic XR series starts, a Super Saiyan 3 is strong as Super Saiyan God. Flashy Dash and Goku is the only Saiyans to have SSJ3 after Chaluzah, the fusion of Cell and Frieza rots and destroys Earth. Cooler and King Cold comes back, and the Dark Shadow Arrow kills all the fighters.
Since it's never stated if two Saiyans get stronger in fusion, there is no guarantee that Goten or Trunks ever had time to learn Super Saiyan 3, but let's not forget in Dragon Ball Super Future Trunks, Rage Super Saiyan was kind of strong as Vegito blew as Super Trunks vs Zamasu.
About time Kid Flashy Dash fuses with Goku. Flashy Dash Ultra Instinct is stated stolen. Ibibidi, you create the Dark Shadow Arrow, which makes him weaker, and when Daku the Potara fusion of Adult Flash. Why Dash and Adult Goku fuses to kill Dark Dash in the Dragon Ball Super Heroes movie Future Red Rama.
This Goku is also different. He originally is controlled by Babidi Babodi's father in Season 1 of Dragon Ball Magic XR, becomes Majin Demon Goku. Babidi mind control is more intense and is like Orochimaru curse mark that changes a user's appearances.
Let's not forget that Godaku can travel through time and dimensions in seconds, and it takes a god to stop him.
What if future Gohan and future Trunks live long enough to help adult future Flashy Dash and Teen Flashy Dash?
Now this is an interesting topic cause originally future Gohan and future Trunks was fighting the androids and surviving almost all the time, and as at least half-bred Saiyans, they still would have kept getting stronger from each fight.
Now this is the confusion that I want to point out. If they only had focused on fighting and surviving and then training, their power boost would be exponentially high, leading to an even stronger Super Saiyan.
Future Trunks would achieve Super Saiyan having a longer time to train with future Gohan since he's not dead, and they would have easily destroyed the androids and continue protecting Earth and training.
Bulma could have eventually built another gravity room for them to train or somehow make it to Namek and use their Dragon Balls, or they could have asked Mr. Popo about the hyperbolic time chamber, and future Gohan and Trunks would achieve higher power again.
It would mean they would easily kill Imperfect Cell and Majin Buu when revived, and then the gods would have came and somehow they was able to train and learn Super Saiyan God and Ultra Instinct.
Then when adult future Flashy Dash and teen future Flashy Dash came, they could have learned from them after Flashy Dash escaping and hiding from the androids, leading them to train with each other.
Making it able for them to destroy the Dark Shadow Arrow after he arrives after Android Kelly, Android Camille and Android Generica causes mayhem on Earth.
How strong is Flashy Dash from Xternal Revolution? power level scaling and training to the Dragon Ball universe.
Before we get started, we have to look at Flashy Dash original bloodline and heritage, abilities, transformations, and timeline. You can find all this on Xternal Revolution fandom along with Dragon Ball Super Hero XR and the new series Dragon Ball Magic XR. For starters, Flashy Dash is an understander, and this what group of people they are. His abilities and transformation is telekinesis and fire mode or blazing mode, or from Dragon Ball Super Saiyan God. Time period is unknown, as he can travel through time if he wants.
Well, to figure this one out, we have to look at the beginning of Xternal Revolution and it states where and how Flashy Dash came. He was born and created by God, and the evil side of that God just interrupts the process.
Flashy Dash comes to Earth early with a power level of 1000, as he's able to control lighting and other elements of nature while fighting snakes and robots, along with his first wife Marinari and his son Jari that he has in the Stone Ages.
After the nightmare is over in another part of the world, in a different village, just raises chaos by controlling people and making them his army of demons. Flashy Dash has another wife, Zoe, that has a twin sister Shondasti, as at 1500 in power level.
In the second movie Algorithm of Society, after the first movie History of Flashy Dash, his wife Zoe, Shondasti, and his pet lion Limesight finds new people of the world, queens of nature Bethleon, Washins. Fortunately, Fewine that has power levels of 1,500 and 3,000.
When Zoe shares her feminine energy with Flashy Dash, he transforms to a suite of godlike form, with wings giving him a power level of 5,500, whereafter the queens fuse their power level is 5,300.
In the third movie of Xternal Revolution, full schoolment Flashy Dash, Jari, his ex-wife Mirinari, Mado a buff kid to adult transforming character. Shondasti and his pet Limesight fights just demons at a school.
Flashy Dash power level is at a fairly safe to say base here is 2,200 and transformed here as it's 6,000.
Fourth movie Space is Infinity, mines are Infinity, Flashy Dash, Zoe, Shondasti. Jari Limesight goes to space to find a wormhole to heaven. A being of Shus is taking over all the souls that's meant for Earth. Flashy Dash base here is 2,500 fighting with a good soul Romo's wife Rella.
When Flashy Dash fights Daniela, the evil feminine side of Sias, and Flashy Dash transforms, his power level is 6,500.
In the fifth movie, Lucius controls Flashy Dash ex-wife Mirinari, his son Jari, so his present wife, and Shondasti. Shus holds a tournament as an evil game to cause mayhem between good and bad energy of people. Mimes.
Flashy Dash power level here is 3,300 and transform 7,100, and after this movie part to 2 Xternal Revolution starts.
Flashy Dash is sent back through a warm hole to receive the power of the other gender of mankind. Just chases him again to stop the transfer after getting the power of feminine nature from God Itbu. boosts his power level to 4,300, then Flashy Dash chases Shush to Earth.
In Xternal Revolution Part 2, Flashy Dash loses his adult form by Sciences and turns into a kid. As a kid, Flashy Dash gains control of time and telekinesis by God. Kid Flashy Dash trains and begins going to school where he meets a female that he falls in love with named Fufutu.
Protecting Fufutu. Flashy Dash power level base is 5,000. He unlocks fire mode that puts him at 6,000. He regains adult form also from Ophelia, a wise old woman in a kid body. She teaches him adult form. His power level is 5,500, so say he's close to 7,000.
Ho ho ho!
Ending Fufutu is kidnapped, turning her to an adult. Flashy Dash power level is 8,000. As trains Flashy Dash dreams he has immortality as a god. His future kids, his second son Blitz and second daughters are Owl Wife Fufutu fights his final form. Flashy Dash power level is 1100.
But this part might be confusing for some, though another movie takes place, which is the 6th movie called Life itself, where he does save Fufutu and his power level is 8,000 still.
Last movie, the 7th movie continuity. He's living on Earth, with immortality him, and his new family Fufutu, Blitzen. And Zarella, his power level is 12,000, as they have to fight an army of dark souls from heaven. That just opens with a wormhole through space. Flashy Dash beats, just it closes.
So with all these factors, Flashy Dash is strong as characters at the end of the Saiyan Saga and beginning of Frieza Saga. He's basically a GOAT version of Yamcha and GT Goten. His training routine, reps, and compared to Goku and all the other characters in Dragon Ball.
With this training routine, you can look up yourself what each workout benefits. But there's literally no way he's stronger than Goku, Vegeta, or the other.
In the Dragon Ball world, he's in his own movie called Dragon Ball Super Heroes Future Drama. He has a future self that's a kid that can be adult. His teenager self in the future has a suit given by Vados that made him strong as Super Saiyan God and strong as Beast Gohan.
In his teen timeline, he trains with Goku and Gohan and achieves only Super Saiyan, and in this timeline, the gods of destruction and angels came early, leading to Beast Gohan, Super Saiyan God Blue, and Orange Piccolo, where he soon gains Super Saiyan God.
Who creates a fake Flashy Dash that changing to an 8 goes Super Saiyan for his power level is around Super Saiyan God Blue. Then Dark Dash is born, he regains his adult form. After Vados saves him from imperfect cell, he learns Ultra Instinct, becomes strong as the present Goku.
Flashy Dash power level only gets higher even during the Chiluza movie that comes afterwards, where he fights the androids and General Tao just like Kid Goku did against the Red Ribbon Army, the Koodler movie, and even the Dark Shadow Arrow movie.
So altogether in Flashy Dash base form of Dragon Ball Magic XR, his basis form is strong as Super Saiyan Blue, and his Super Saiyan 3 is strong as Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan.
Since his fire mode and Ultra Instinct is blocked off by BBD mind control, his Majin Demon mode adult form is strong as Ultra Instinct, but it drains him, and BBD uses his energy to revive Dark Shadow Arrow.
Once he gets back, his Ultra Instinct is strong as Gogeta Blue, maybe even stronger than Gogeta Ultra Instinct.
It's not good. This is not fucking good.
What if Flashy Dash never got fooled by General Blue? General Red General Tao into wanting to make his own androids, Android Kelly, Android Camille, Android Generica.
Now this topic is fairly simple, simply saying if Kid Flashy Dash didn't create his own androids then, when he came to the future as a teenager, he wouldn't had met himself. But still having Super Saiyan God from the past, but a lot weaker.
Adult future Flashy Dash and teen Flashy Dash would have only fought the Dark Shadow Arrow, where in this case considering the weaker one might die or both.
But I say this, and debate turns into a double-edged sword, where Avado saves to Flashy Dash instead of one.
To Flashy Dash could fuse together, making a Super Flashy Dash.
Why doesn't Flashy Dash have Super Saiyan 4 or goes Great Ape?
Let's take a look at the Dragon Ball Super Hero X, a movie through to Red Rama when the appearance of Flashy Dash Super Saiyan 4 takes place.
Flashy Dash as a kid is mostly seen with a Saiyan tail, but only when he fights Fu in the future. As kid he has it, before Chaluza absorbs him, and it gets cut by Metallotron, the Cooler movie, or the Dark Shadow movie, where as a teen, he never lets his great ape control him.
Flashy Dash tail grows back in the Dragon Ball Magic X series.
Generally speaking of, without Bloomablut's wave machine, he would never achieve a Super Saiyan form. And with Fire Mode and Ultra Instinct, he doesn't need Super Saiyan form.
Fu, however, uses an artificial moon, while holding a clone Kid Flashy Dash under his control, making him a great ape, and then forcing his senses back, making him a Super Saiyan 4.
Furthermore, he has Super Saiyan 3 Fire Mode Ultra Instinct to back him up though.
When would had Flashy Dash went to the Dragon Ball universe, and how old is he time traveling?
Since Flashy Dash is stated in the Xternal Revolution timeline, he has time abilities. Honestly speaking, he would have did it after the fight for the entire universe, and this time is around Dragon Ball history of Trunks the Android Saga and Cell Saga after X Part 2. Now this where you might lose people, does he goes back in time as a kid or adult, because we see here he has two timelines where he could have possibly been a kid, and in one somehow he becomes a teen. But in which case he was never a teen, his hair just like Kid Gohan's over the years just grew long, while in actuality his age based off his body looks and features has in his 20s.
Only time Flashy Dash is an actual kid is in Part 2 of Xternal Revolution. This means one Flashy Dash decided to stay with the fighters in the past timeline.
Fu and the Beady they created two evil versions of Flashy Dash.
Why is the Dragon Ball Magic X, our series, and Dragon Ball Super X movies canon or not canon?
Cause it's not all the way convinced to the world that he time traveled and went to the Dragon Ball dimension after Xternal Revolution stated by the creator and director of X Calvin A. Will Xternal Revolution the anime and manga get an official game for it in the future? Yes, I assure you, as stated in an interview by Calvin A, and you can also find the manga breakdown and story of Xternal Revolution on YouTube.
He says the game will be based off the original story of Xternal Revolution. He says the gameplay and everything will resemble the Jack and Daxter series a lot. You see, in Part 1 of the Xternal Revolution game, you start in heaven and learning your way to play the game.
Do you remember how to jump?
Who the fuck do you think you are?
These pink brains are the souls of people that can be collected to give to God to unlock hidden abilities, items, and clothing. The hidden abilities composes of Characters with feminine blood or even a little of it can use these abilities. 50% means from masculine energy nature itself. 100% feminine means nature abilities like fire is from body. All characters with the added 50% of mankind energy reaching 100% power of mankind and with training or mastery can use time and telekinesis moves.
The Black Brains can also be given that unlocks just missions where you have to survive in previous locations in External Revolution. It levels you up. The level up and levels cap in this game goes to Septillion. Other color brains you collect gives you level up experience.
Masculine energy you can collect to go dark mode, feminine energy you can go light mode, and even have wings as vary. It's just like Jack, dark powers and light powers. You can use gold dust to cause sandstorms, and purple dust do not touch, it's just toxic energy that drains your health.
The hairstyles in this game are
Now locations, as you can see. There's a lot of locations, but you should be able to know which one each is, as it's everyday thinking locations. The wildlife in this game are bobcats, big snakes, big spiders, poisonous insects, and worms, zombies, killer sharks, killer piranha fishes, and killer big dodo birds. You start from heaven, where you take missions from God. You gain access to Earth, all while long-traveling doing various missions that are story-based. More you play, the more strong
From
and
your
help you
trusted
get.
allies Jari, Minoneri Jarismom, Kyan, same Kyan's husband, Happy, Kara, Reliva, Ranavistan, Zoe, Shondasti, Lion Lightsight, Motto, Earthalia, her husband Lysir, prototype Soul Rommel, and his prototype soul wife Rella.
The Understanders clan, of Vodunkas, and consciousness is in devastating destruction, and it's up to you to fight for the world while fighting the queens of nature Bethlehem Wations, fortunately, Fuent and Cyrus and all his beings. Form trusted bonds, have fun with doing activities with yourself or people in the villages like skydiving, swimming, racing and running up walls and tress. Go fishing in boats. Go animal hunting. Go animal riding. Go snow skiing, training and fight and play online with your friends. The fighting style of Xternal Revolution is Kyokushin.
You can gain immortality, also once you almost reach the end of the game. About time this game Xternal Revolution comes out, Calvin says the graphic and gameplay will literally be something that if the Jack and Daxter series doesn't keep going, then this is going to be the next gaming hit in the year 2035 or 2040.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?